I've gotten like, I think halfway through the game, and I decided maybe I should actually just try streaming this. And you can laugh at my pain along with me. Yes, new game. Do 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 do.
Amrita. Some call it a miraculous stone.
Oh!
The philosophy.
Alright, here we go. 1990.
The Queen of England remains locked in combat. With Spain. The country where the sun never sets. For control of the entire world. Her forces weakening with every battle. The Queen and her inner circle turn to divination and alchemy. Hiring pirates like us to find Amrita for them. With that power, they managed to defeat the invincible Spanish Armada. But now it seems they want to keep their methods a secret.
So we hire pirates just to shove them in a cell when we're done with them and lock away the key. Just like the British. The Tower of London is an imposing fortress built by King William I to keep London safe. It has since gone on to be used as a prison for traitors and execution grounds for criminals. Londoners believe if the many crows living within its walls were to abandon it, the tower would collapse and London itself would be destroyed. I love this game. I'll have to do some settings fiddling. Otherwise, nobody will be able to hear jack shit, and it's going to be more difficult for me to play because the way that the sound works in my brain with it.
It seems death won't stop chasing me.
I wonder if there was a prequel to Nioh.
Hey, what are you doing?
Beating this shit out of you. With my fists! In my underwear! What am I doing over here? I need to be over here. Start with the bastard sword. Because I got a bastard sword and that's about it. Oh, and the Amrita memories. Dash, lock on, tutorials, blah blah blah. Open a door. Oh shit, I can't see jack, so Let's do basic game settings, subtitles on, game display on, damage display, blah, 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 blah. Manually, I didn't know I could do that. Good to know, because I actually really like a lot of these movies. Subtitles, damage, blah, blah, blah. Screen brightness, just a little bit more. Because I'm a little bit blind. Audio. Music volumes down. That's better. I always like to be able to hear dialogue above everything else because oftentimes sound effects or music will completely overtake an entire game and it's so frustrating. This is no exception. See, now you can see that there's a body when you couldn't see the body before. At least I couldn't see the body before.
Might guess yourself was your only savior.
Guard is L1, dodge is X. Thank you, tutorials. No? Nobody wants to leave? Alright. More for me, I guess. If I remember right. Yep, there's a chest. Now, to go this way. How do I run? Nope. 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 That's my switchy thing. R1. Nope. I'll remember eventually. Foot guards. Because I'm still at 2.7% equipment rate. No way for accessories yet. Ooh, medicine. Recovers health when used. Useful things. And start by getting in this chest. Tower of London coat. Now you look a little bit more presentable. But that looks itchy AF. Like, oh my god, that looks so goddamn motherfucking itchy. Do, 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 do. I'll remember this game eventually. There we go. Dodge. Smack 'em. There we go. Excellent. Now, it would be nice if I knew how much Amrita I had. But I don't. Oh look, there's our little shrine. Hello, shrine. God damn it. It's like, here, we're gonna show you gaining Amrita. But it doesn't actually do anything yet. That's better. Oh no, I ain't playing with that shit. I hate spears so much. They are the worst. God, I hate spears. Like, I like fighting against us. Spears and axes are slow, despite the fact that they have ridiculous reach. They are beyond slow. Oh my god. I know that there's a way up here. Mother freaking frackin' frockin'.
There's only a limited amount of Amrita we can extract from this country, Kelly. Their purpose. The death of the leader of Japan will spark a war, and a wonderful opportunity to acquire more Amrita.
Once tomorrow's execution takes place, we will get our hands on a compass that will lead us to that Amrita.
Amrita, we could subdue Spain, perhaps even the world.
Take a shot every time they say Amrita.
Is near.
But our beloved queen thinks of Amrita as nothing more than gold.
Okay, maybe you should take shots of water, because otherwise you're gonna
We
die.
must find them before our nation's rivals do.
Edward Kelly, you will go to Japan. It seems it would be to our advantage to keep the wars alive. We cannot gain Amrita if blood does not flow.
Shit.
Who are you?
Move! Move before he tries to... Exactly. So, something to know about this game. If you run out of stamina, you're fucked. Not even in a playful way are you fucked. You're just fucked. Tower of London hat. Now, let's also use this bastard sword here. 70 to 70. 70 to 70. Quick key, quick attack break. So, the quick key is much more important than the attack break. Now let's just stay midway up. Thank you. 'Cause you open this door. And it takes you to the shrine. The shrine which we will not be dealing with yet. For the simple fact that since we can't level up, there's no point in using other than as a place to, reload enemies. Oh, right, we need to go down, not up. What am I thinking? Trick question. I'm not. Oh, it's X. X to run. Hold X to run. And even though he is not in Japan yet and wearing a hakama, he still runs like a samurai. This way. %16.2%, so that's good. And squish! They always have the ranged fighters always have the worst armor. And so you can just like stab them easy. Bastard sword? Bastard sword! Hello there. Ohayo, konnichiwa, konbanwa. Thank you for the stone to throw. I do not live in a glass house. Oh, that's nice. Too bad I can't do anything with that yet. Fuck it. Hash that. There we go. Medicine, Tower of London guard coat. Then let's go over here and throw a stone. Hello, Axeman. There we go. It's so nice to actually have some fluidity with the game. Now, go up very quietly. And then you shank it a couple of times. Then you jump back. Come on, dude. Damn it. And it takes 5 years to use a medicine. And you can't dodge while he does. Damn it. Come on, bruh. There we go. Yes. But just because of the way that I do this, I will not be weighing myself down with a lot of heavy shit. Like, I'm gonna stay below 40%. Gauntlets are always good, though. Human equipment, dash, that's good too. But the reason why is because I am a flexible biatch. I'm a flexible bitch. And if I can't move, I don't fight very well. And then you do this. And since I don't have enough shit, I ain't dealing with those bastards out there. I'm open this door. Oh, puppy, what are you doing downstairs? I see a shiny. Hello, shiny.
Looks like I might be able to escape from the top of that tower. How can I get up there?
Good to know, good to know. Sorry. Dog. Dog, dog. Dog, dog, dog. Throw a rock? Because there are lots of peoples over there and I ain't dealing with 10. Dude, I'm over here. You can't just stand there and expect me to attack you because I'm usually not that stupid. Come on, take your medicine. I'm hitting the button like 5 times. Now back away because we don't want him to take your head off. Damn it! Shit! 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 Move! No! I died! That didn't take very long. Well, that happened. Let's try this again, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Goodbye. Take your medicine. Come over here, armor. When I hit the dodge button, you dodge. That's the way video games are supposed to work. I hit the button, you do the thing. Not 5 seconds after I tell you to do it, but when I tell you to do it. And now I've got a cat wandering around here, trying to get my attention. Move! Not that way. There we go. That's better. There we go. Thank you for the stuff. Now, I will not be putting those greaves on, despite the fact that it brings me from 9 to 30. Because it brings me from 42 to 61% equipment rate, and I am not going to deal with that slow of life. This is the same, but it's got better running speed. Let's see, where is my... There we go, R2. Damage reduction, defense and toughness, human equipment drop rate, running speed, dash key use. There we go. Oh, and better bastard sword? No, it gives me a battle axe, and I ain't a battle axe. Oh, dodge, block. I forget block is a thing I can do, because I dodge so much. Oh shit, there's two of them! Run! Shit! 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 Well, there goes my cat into the storage. Get over here, armor dude. Dude!
Oh! No decorations are over here. Yeah. Look over there. No, that's all tiny crap. Kylie, that's all tiny. Kylie.
I love the respect that my family gives me and lets me do what I am doing without being rude about it. It's fantastic. So I have to stand up and shut doors and turn off lights because I ask them to, and it's too hard. And because everybody and their freaking animals were downstairs, my sister's dog's going off. But we're in the middle of a pandemic and I'm saving money for school. So I can't leave yet. Ah, it's cold. Okay, dude. Come Come get me! I said, come get me! There we go, and a lot of this stuff I'm just gonna end up trading out for more Amrita, but that's fine. What I'm really after right now is medicine. Lots of medicine. And if you want to know how to do that move, you drop off the side and you press triangle or square. Either way works. Hello, Axeman. Come on, Axeman. Goodbye, Axeman. Now, sword guy. Hello, sword guy. Come on, sword guy. This way.
Not bad.
And typically, dodging will take up a lot less energy than blocking. See? So, it's better to dodge. That's right, and they also don't call it stamina in this game. It's called ki. And let's take a look at this bastard sword I just got. 53. Nice. So, what we're gonna do is this one goes here, and this one goes here. Not that one. This one goes here. Or 73. This one goes here. And then we get this lovely chest with the stuff. Great helm and gauntlets. And another chest with more stuff. Greaves and a Curious. Curicus. However the fuck that's pronounced, because I don't know. That's better than the trousers. And it's not that much heavier. This is the same. Better defense. Screw breastplate. Screw great helm. What about these greaves? Noise. Then we go down the stairs. Because there's loot. And souls.
Monsters like that
had to fight wars. Guess they got no more use for us. Striking when the opponent is down and helpless. That's what they're trying to do to all of us who fought for Queen and country. His body just split in two. Oh God! You wanted to kill me from the start.
Thing about those guys is they give Amrita. Amrita we can't do shit with. Not until we leave for Japan. Or get to Japan, I should say. We don't want to deal with him. We want to go up the stairs one more time. Here's a chest. And I'm turning the light up just a little bit brighter. No, that's not the one I wanted. There we are. That's better.
Damn! Made it all this way for nothing? Oh, I gotta do something. If I jump...
Squish. Keep trying to hit circle instead of X to dodge. Now, a big part of this game, and the reason why I just restarted instead... Motherfucker. The reason why I just restarted and started before I decided to stream this is because this kind of a game is it's really important to understand your very own playstyle, especially because of the way that they classify your weapons abilities. So if you are a fast asshole like I am, and you choose a weapon that doesn't cater to that, you are at a disadvantage throughout the entire game. And this game's difficult enough without you putting yourself at disadvantage. And also understanding the key system and how your energy works, along with forms and such, which I keep forgetting is not something you can do here. It's really beneficial in the long run. Otherwise, you're just going to keep dying and dying and dying and have no idea why for a while. And the way that the game classifies things, this guy is using high form. And with high form, you want to dodge a lot and you don't really want to block, because no matter how fast you are, you're blocked. So you want to use low form. It's easier to dodge, and it's the same thing you want to use when they're doing mid. In fact, when they're doing a mid stance, you really want to avoid blocking. Well, actually, I think I've got this all backwards. Basically, low stance has tended to be the best for me, and it may not be the best for you. It's all about how you play. Squish. Where'd you go, asshole? There you are. But it's still good, even when you're dodging, to keep up the blocking, just in case, so that if somehow they do hit, they don't get a full contact hit. And the environment around you really does play a part in the way that you fight, because it's not going to let you swing through a wall like it will with some other fighting games. If you're not hitting them straight on, it's not going to do any damage. And blocking completely negates damage up to a point, up until they run out of stamina. And then, once they run out of stamina, you can just go to town on them. And they can't do jack shit. Which also is the same for you. You run out of stamina, you are fucked. In every sense of the word. This brings up my damage a little bit more. This increases running speed though. Yeah, let's keep up with this. And now, on to our boss battle. Because that is straight where we're going. And since you can't level up, this is gonna be your life. What is she speaking? Is that Gaelic? Hello, Executioner. There's a reason I say I love fighting assholes with axes, and it's because they take so much energy with every attack that they do that it's really quite easy to get them down to nothing and just wreck them. Voila. And then Kelly comes in and is the asshole.
It's you. The man with the guardian spirit.
If I die, the secret of the stones dies with me.
Let me show you what these stones can do. Behold.
Philosopher's Spear from a Philosopher's Stone into the back, reviving the dead and turning him into...
Time for your execution.
I'd call him a yokai, but that's not quite right. He's not a yokai. Using the European version of demon is probably a better expression for what this asshole is. But still, he is still fairly slow, and as long as you pay attention, he projects his movements pretty well, and just stay out of the way. Square and circle for the living weapon. And she does water damage. And you don't even have to do much to get him down. All you have to do is get that living weapon up, and then it's over.
Well done. Quite a feat.
Oh, someone came in and left. I must be boring. Oh. Callie, you're an asshole. Hello there, friend. I have a feather, a very important feather, the most important of all feathers, a red feather. Believe in yourself, William, and you too shall fly. Oh, that's a terrible joke. Oh my god.
The journey was not an enjoyable.
I wouldn't expect it would be.
During 2 years' voyage, the Helloff was lost. The trow sank,
5, 4,
while the hope
3.
vanished without a trace. The good news of the Blythe boats.
Dude, go ahead and,
But lies.
if you have any questions, ask me, because I love this game. I haven't played all the way through, but I've gotten far enough in that I can give you some tips and tricks so you don't die.
An ironic twist. For what awaited us in the Far East wasn't love. It was monsters and death.
Yay, yokai! This is a highly recommended game. If you even, like, slightly enjoy, even if you slightly enjoy Dark Souls and Demon Souls or any of those games where you just get the shit beat out of you, you'll love this. It's even more dynamic. You've got more interesting monsters. There's a lot of lore that goes into it, and the Japanese is actually real Japanese, rather, even though this game oh wait, no, this game was made in Japan. I forgot. They cooperated with people in England for voice actors and such, but they actually use real Japanese. So if you're trying to learn, this is a good place to start too. And diverse weaponry. If you like being sneaky, you're going to want to do dual swords and kusarigama. I don't like the kusarigama just because of the way that I play. So I do dual swords for my main, and then a sword, a katana, for my secondary. Zapan, the sailor from the memoir, seems to have spent quite a bit of time in Zapangu and succeeded in keeping the company of samurai. He writes in detail of establishments in Zapangu called dojo, where people, including samurai, congregate for instruction in the martial disciplines. Just by reading the sailor's vivid accounts, I feel as though I were there in the flesh. This is the exact same way that I think. Like, I've read so many books, I can do the thing. Turns out that you can only do things so far. So, dual swords and sword. But yeah, once you kind of... So, the first area and a half, so the Tower of London, which I just played through, is the easiest throughout everything. The first actual area of Japan, honestly, is brutal. It's probably the hardest part of this entire game because you don't have any fucking idea what you're doing. And then when you get to the second part of the island, it starts to become easier, but you also at that point are typically overleveled, just because the first actual main boss is a bitch. Oh my god, the Oni is just nah, man, it does not spark joy. Strength, spirit, skill. I like Kato. And then Close the memoir. This is all good for me. Oh, I love it. It's so much fun. Ah, it's so much. Even like the tutorial parts of the game are actually engaging. So even though I don't need to play through them, I usually do play through them. Because especially because I'm going from a more relaxed game. Because I've been playing Vampire on Twitch. And now I'm jumping over to YouTube because I seem to like the way that it actually stores videos better. It's good to still do the tutorials just to kind of give yourself a refresher. And if you ever decide to download it, it is also a good idea to, if you stop playing for a minute, to start over for a little bit in another... Oh, yeah. You'll kind of get an idea as soon as I start just the tutorial, because even the tutorial is kind of brutal. This game does not pull punches either. You have to have decent reflexes, otherwise you get your ass handed to you. Yeah, it's challenging, and it doesn't give you the ability to change... Maybe. I haven't seen, or I at least haven't tried to find a way to change my challenge rating. And you have to use the environment to your advantage. There's very few attacks that will actually like go through these wood planks. And you have to figure out your playstyle. Because if you don't figure out your playstyle, you're really fucked. No, if you try to play it like a button masher, you're very much screwed because you have to learn to dodge. And you have to dodge at the right moment or you get hit. And if you button mash, you run out of stamina and you can't do shit. You can't dodge, you can't block. Nada. You can regain some of your ki by pressing R1 at the right time, like when you see those sparklies. There we go. Alright, tutorial. Oh, that's right. It wants me to do stuff. There we go. Dodge. Now that I've done that, will you let me move on? There we go. Yeah, if you try to button mash, you are definitely fucked. And you have to pay attention to like what stances you're using. I typically use low stance because I am quick, but if you use high stance, you don't get as much, you don't have as much speed, nowhere near. This is meant for blocking, this is meant for dodging. And so if you're up against someone using high stance, you want to try to stay in low stance. Mid stance is low or mid stance, and low stance you always want to use low stance because you won't be able to block fast enough. You have to dodge. There we go. And now, mid stance. Next tutorial. I think this is where they introduce your first yokai. Come on. Oh, it's over here. So it's a good idea to, before you actually try to play through the game, to get, you're going to want at least 2 slots. The first one is going to be figuring out what weapons you like, and that way when you actually go to play through the game the second time, and you have your second one, you kind of have got an idea of what kind of elemental damage you like to do, and how you like to fight, if you like which weapons you prefer, and that's going to help actually get you through the game. It is a lot faster with the messages and stuff on Twitch, but YouTube seems to be a lot easier to get like newer views. Oh, that's right. I have to. There we go. Now it's gonna let me move on. So I had to let him do his asshole thing. Now the tutorial is done. And I get a wooden axe. And it's gonna make me equip it. Oh, I hate using axes. They're so flippin' floppin' slow. Lots of power. Very slow. And also, you have to be kind of quick with your buttons too. Like, if you want to change weapons in the middle of a fight, you have to get back and do it. Longbow! Ranged weapons. Do. It's Tanegashima, matchlock, and then the longbow. The matchlock does more damage. The longbow takes less time. Zoom with R3. Go collect your loot. Or no loot. As it may be. Switch ammo. Do. And zoom on the yokai. There we go. You may proceed to the next tutorial. Hi. Domo. Where's my glowy thing? There it is. Oh, there's the Himorogi. The Himorogi fragment, small spirit stone. Himorogi. And that's the end of the tutorial. There's no Emerald to lose, so no worries. It's best if you're a new player to play through the entire tutorial to kind of get a gauge for the actions and such, because they simplify a lot of the combat in the first part of the game. And then when you enter the second part is where it starts to complicate your combat. So rather than having just the one stance with the one sword or the axe or whatever you choose, it changes. You have so many more options. You have more stances to work on. You've got your spirit as well and how that's going to work, and you've got talismans and all kinds of different shit. So it's talking about Kuroshima, which is, I believe, the southernmost island. It's even more south than Osaka, which is the capital of Japan. So Kuroshima is a tiny island off the coast of Usuki in Kyushu's Bungo province. There is little in the way of usable land, with the coastline rapidly giving way to cliffs and mountains. It's so worth a second and third and fifth playthrough, to be honest. And there's online stuff as well, which I'll be kind of going through a lot of the online because I'll be connected online. And you don't get everything to do with the online stuff until you get the tea house, which you get pretty far, well, a ways in. I believe it's about the 4th or 5th area you actually get. So it's about 7 to 8 hours of gameplay. The first 2 areas, which is Kyushu, which is Kyushu Usuki, which is where we are right now, the Demon Island, and they talk so fast in Japanese. And the shrines are also where you come back, and the Amrita is how you level up. And you start to level up fast in the beginning, as long as you're doing it right. You can change your guardian spirit, but not until the 2nd or 3rd area. You can make offerings to give yourself more Amrita, but you can't do that without actual items. The boons are useful. So with the download that you do when you get Nioh, you get the gold Nioh armor, which increases the amount of money that you get. Oh, yeah, Japanese is difficult. One of the best things that I found for learning Japanese, watashi no nihongo gakko no gakusei desu, has been Duolingo, and just talking through the entire thing, and writing as you're doing it as well, so that you can learn hiragana, katakana, and kanji, and along with actually speaking it. Once you start to get that down, I actually went and got a kanji workbook from Barnes & Noble. You can get them online as well. Also, you're going to either want to get graph paper if you're somebody who writes small, or you're going to want to get actual Japanese college ruled notebooks. You can buy them online. They're super cheap. You can get like 20 notebooks for $5. Sometimes it'll be listed in yen, so it'll say it's like 500 yen. It's $5, and have it shipped through Amazon. You'll get it in like 2 weeks, as much as I hate Amazon. And if you're doing it right and plow through it, you can actually become conversational in about 6 months. And the more you learn, the easier it gets to learn. I am nowhere near conversational. I can say I'm learning Japanese, I can understand Japanese, and I have an apple. Or I would like an apple, which is watashi no ringo desu. Or sumimasen, watashi no ringo kudasai. I am an apple, would you please? Smithing texts. I can't talk to save my life. Here we go. Network connection. Connect to the online. And now I can summon a visitor to help me in my combat, and I never use that. Oh, I should probably actually equip my weapon. Soshiten to Uchigatana. It's also very good to get a feel for like the speech patterns. A lot of people don't do that, and that's where a lot of the issues when learning Japanese comes from, is people think of it like English, and it's not. So you'll want to kind of learn the sentence structure first. So you've got noun first, always noun first. So if you're talking about yourself, it's watashi. Notice how quickly the combat changed from easy to I have to slash at this guy 1,000 times to kill him. And just because this game is very much modeled after the Dark Souls way of thinking, you will die a lot very quickly. And understanding how your weapons and strength with your weapons levels up is also a good way to figure out how you want to min-max. It's quite drastic, and it becomes more apparent because you've got one guy right here, and he can, to somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, he will wreck your shit pretty quickly to two assholes at the same time.
You want wet food that you're done.
Oh, my poor cat, he wants wet food, and everybody else is too grossed out by it to give it to him.
Whatever. Stop lying to your friends.
Oh! Dead people everywhere. So you've got one right here. And if you're very quiet, very careful, you won't get the sneak attack yet because you don't have any ninjutsu. But if you're very careful, you won't startle the other guy over there and be completely overwhelmed and screwed. But if you're doing low stance, axes and people who fight with axes are no challenge at all because they are slow as fuck. Here the bandits are. We are done for. Look how cute the Kodama is. They're so adorable. They're just little guardian spirits that give you grant you gifts, and they're so cute. They look like little frogs. And they are my favorite part of this whole game, and I love them so much. They make me feel like a child. And they've already looted a lot of this place. Aren't bandits great? And if you're really careful, there's another guy over here, and you can just... Sometimes if you're lucky, you'll be able to get the sneak attack in there. Usually you're not so lucky. Since I can just get back over here really easy, I am level 2. This guy's level 3, and he uses an axe, so... Open up his little dead person portal, and then just kinda let him swing at you. And every level you have a certain amount of these guys that are just there. They're part of the gameplay, and that way when you actually have the online ones pop up, because that's your online gameplay and how you compete with other players. Aside from like actually one-on-one with another live person, when you die, your revenant comes back and other people can kill you and get the armor that you had when you died, which is so great, because sometimes you'll get like my dumbass that will come back and try to level grind every once in a while. That's just torture for people who like to play online. For the simple fact that, like, when you come online, sometimes people won't be paying attention and will, at level 80, come back to a level 1 area and die. And so if you're very skilled, you can have extremely high level armor at a very low level and just breeze through for a minute. Now, I don't have any skill scrolls, but I might have some better equipment. Yeah. Arm guards. Kote. I don't want to be that encumbered. God damn. It's super nice. I was level 80 at one point. I think that was when I was going up against Yukiona, which is like the 3rd or 4th area you go through. And I ended up with level 100 armor, and it was beautiful.
You have a smoke.
Let's see. Foot soldier armor is lighter. You also want to be very careful about your weight, because when you're over encumbered, which I'll show you really quick before I actually go into other combat, because it is not fun when you accidentally do this. Current weight of your equipment currently exceeds maximum limit. It doesn't tell you you can't wear it. So what happens is that you stop regaining stamina while you're standing there. It becomes extremely slow. You can't dodge worth a shit. And you die very fast, despite the fact that you are super, super well protected. So it's better to be less equipped than... Yeah, it makes you so slow. It's better to be have lower equipment ratings and be able to move than it is to have extremely high equipment ratings and be so slow that somebody with a fire poker can wreck your shit. So my rule of thumb is to try to keep your equipment rate below 50% if you can. 60 is okay, but you still kind of move a little bit slower. Unless you are very good at, unless your entire thing is blocking, you do not want to go above like 50, 65% at most. Otherwise, you're really fucked. So despite the fact that the gold Nioh armor is incredibly OP, I don't like using it at this point in the game. And by the time it's useful, it's usually not that much better than normal equipment. Because really the only thing that you need money for is smithing. And you don't really get smithing up until you're out of the demon area. The demon islands. Which is this area right here. Squish. What he's talking about is bow and arrow. Is a bow and arrow, which is super useful this early in the game. Like, if you don't get this, if you don't go through this area first, and even think about this area, Domo. If you don't get the bow and arrow early on, the game's a little bit more challenging. Let's see. No spear, dude. I want to get over here so we don't have to deal with interruptions from an arrow guy. And while, like, you can get finishing kills when your energy runs low, they can get, when their energy runs low, they can get finishing kills on you when your stamina / key runs low. That's that green bar in the top left-hand corner. The blue one is your life. And we want to ignore the loot until we take out this asshole. X is to run. They don't make that very clear in the tutorials. Now, you can go around the way that they want you to. You can go around the way that they want you to, which is up past that shack that we were by. But it's easier to come this way, and I'll show you why in just a second. Oh, I didn't pick up the bow. I might want that. Oh, and you can in fact be attacked while you're equipping stuff, so you want to try to stay as far away from people while you're doing so. Another thing to note is that even when you're not using your secondary weapon, as long as you have it equipped, you'll actually gain a low amount of experience using it even though you're not using it. You can switch between them much easier. Like the Bison, the Soshuden dual Uchigatana is just the dual katana. You don't even get to the flying bolt until you are at like the 5th area with Yukiona, which is probably my favorite boss fight. And then the Bison Den Uchigatana, which it's really just a classification of katana. It's the length of the katana and the durability and everything. But in all essence with this game, it's just a classification. It's really just a fancy word. On Miori, Spirit Stone, and we're level 2. I'm going to give you, since I can get here pretty easily, I'm going to give you a demonstration as to how quickly levels become important. Because this gives you an idea. Shit. Note how I just plow through everything, and this guy is level 6 versus my level 2. I have to go back and get all the Amrita I collected, because you start at 0 when you do something that stupid. Until you collect it, like in Dark Souls. Notice how this was not here before. Yeah, ouch is right. Now this wasn't here before because this is actually somebody who died in the game. So they're using a katana. You can kind of see what they're equipped with, what their stats are and everything, and they are way over encumbered, as you can kind of see. So what probably happened is that they got the gold Nioh armor and went straight to using it at full capacity. You can kind of see how quickly this dude is losing his stamina. And that is exactly what happens, and I just lost everything. So yes, ouch is right, and you can easily get your ass handed to you. But it's also really easy to recover depending... Oh, that's part of why I'm like doing so poorly, because I don't use... Yeah, it also kind of demonstrates, like, I am very, very familiar with the dual swords. With the single sword, I have a different play style, and I, for some reason, wasn't paying enough attention to realize I was on my secondary weapon. And that fucked me over. So if you're not paying enough attention while you're playing, you will get screwed. Yeah, that's another player. It's basically kind of like if you've ever played a racing game. My best example is Mario Kart 64, and you play the Ghost. That's essentially what's going on. You're not actually fighting another player, but the game has an AI that observes your playstyle and copies it. So this game, you want to be aggressive but not reckless. And you have to pay attention to your own stamina. Like, the whole reason why this guy skewered me like he did was because I wasn't paying attention to my stamina. And I could not dodge or block. There we go. And that glory, how it says I obtained 9 glory, that's the way that you compete with other players. And it's actually not so much other players, but other factions. Ha ha ha! Dead is best. Normally what I would do is I would go through and just start fighting these guys off one by one. But like the level for the NPCs, the AI is actually really good. And that is a double-sided sword. It gives you a really good challenge when you're playing. But at the same time, like, the levels become really important. Like I said, I'm level 2. If I go up against somebody level 6, I'm fucked. And it becomes much more challenging. But like I said, at the same time, once you kind of get used to what you're doing, like this guy, Matthew McFly, probably Marty's son. You'll start to get an idea of the other players' playstyles and the best way to counteract it. Like him, mid-stance, is wearing all nothing but the gold Nioh armor, so he is heavy. Very heavy. And even like from before, I was at 40. And I appreciate the good job. Marty's son. It's the McFly boy. Oh, and you don't get elixirs, so you don't get healing items from the Revenants. You just get weapons and armor. And it's not the weapons and armor you want. Usually it's not the ones that you're wanting. But if you see how much damage I've done to this dude, despite how fast I've been coming at him, it's because the way that the leveling system, especially in the beginning, is brutal. And if you get yourself in a predicament like this that you just can't, like, you can't do shit about, you literally just run back over here. And he will chase you for a while. And oftentimes you don't have to worry about that, to be honest. Yeah, he's level 3. I'm level 2. That one level makes a huge amount of difference in the beginning because of how... For instance, like, you get life, it goes through explaining how much you have, and it's not going to let me even make an attempt at leveling up without the Emerita for it. That's okay, because I can show... Oh. I didn't even notice that. Still level 3, less than what I have. Level 9, but it brings me down to 40. Excellent. And that's 9 versus 11, doesn't change my weight. And I've got the Onmori. Omamori. Pay attention. The versus yokai realm just kind of... That's stuff that I'll get into a little bit when we get into the yokai, because I have to look it up on this. If you notice in the bottom left hand of my screen as well, that's another part of your leveling system. It's a 2-tiered part. So you actually have the levels that you have. That's what you do at the shrine, which we'll go over to right now, so that you can kind of see how that works. Level up. You've got body, which will increase your life the most, and will help with the samurai skill points, which I'll show you after this, and helps with your ability to counteract poison and paralysis so that you don't get poisoned or paralyzed. And when you do, it doesn't affect you as much. Heart and everything has an amount that it will give you to your life. Like stamina, you get plus 25 life. Body, it's plus 40. But it also helps you determine how much attack will be increased to your weapons and such. Then you get down to skill, which increases your ki pulse, which is that thing that you do that brings back your ki, your stamina. You get the samurai skill points, which I'll show you again in a minute, and ninjutsu power, which is more skills. Then you've got magic, which is on Nioh, and then your spirit, which is the cute little animal companion you've got with you that gives you different bonuses depending on which one you've got. Right now I've got the fire, which is why it's called the way that it is. I'm going to start with body because I need that life. Like, I need life in my life. And maybe it'll make my jokes better, who knows. And the more stuff that you get, you can start doing your kodama. Oh, kodama. I almost forgot about that. The kodama blessings are super, super useful. Right now we've got the warrior blessing, which increases the armor drop rate. The first one you get, it's 1%, then it's 5, then it's 15, 25, and 50, something like that. It costs you a little bit of money, but it doesn't do... It's just like, here, have $1. And then you get into your skills. You want to be sure that you're maxing out the skills for the weapons that you use the most. You've got sword, dual swords, spear, axe, kusarigama, your ninjutsu, and your onmyo magic. Right now, we've only got the swords. So, when this grapple, sign of the cross, flux, which is not super useful right now because I typically stay in mid to low stance only. Then you get this. And then you have so much more that becomes useful. And then way over here, these are super high, and there's a lot that you can't do and you can't get until you clear missions. And most missions you don't get until you get out of this place. And now that I've shown you this lovely, wonderful leveling system, I'm going to show you Sign of the Cross, which I should have done before he noticed me, which is fine. That is the one downside I have to that roundhouse kick, is that oftentimes it just does it when I try to stab somebody in the back when they're on the ground, and it doesn't do jack shit. Now, Sign of the Cross, you put your swords away, come behind, and it does a lot of damage, and it's super useful to do that much damage. And that kind of gives you an idea as to exactly how much that one level does. Now, back up this way. Oh, everything costs stamina, especially running. And even though it doesn't do a lot to help with your stamina, it is a good idea when you start playing the game to get used to hitting that R1 button whenever you see the sparklies. Because when you get to the first main boss here, if you're not used to it, you fuck yourself pretty quickly. And it's just because he's got these two enormous balls that he swings around on chains and smacks you with, while also negating the area around him, which screws you over even more. Now I'm going to kind of give you an idea as to why I say it's better to go the way that I was before. And that's mainly because of the way that this is set up. So, first thing you do is you come back here and you block, because this guy comes charging out faster than you can probably dodge most of the time. There we go. Now. Oh, I didn't equip that. I might want to do that. Oh, I did, but I am a dumbass. So, headshots are always best. Wait, am I... Okay. Like, I'm not using the Hakama arrows already, am I? Ah, shit. I reached maximum familiarity. So, the familiarity is not really a useful thing up until the point that you can actually go through with the smithing. Spirit stone. Ah, armor. You can move while aiming, but it's super cumbersome and it makes your reactions very slow. And also, arrows are finite in this part of the game. There is a really easy way to get a lot of them, and I'll show you. Note how even they will change their stances. Like, he's in high stance right now. He went to low stance to try to counteract me. It doesn't work very well, so he goes back to high stance, because this is this particular NPC's default. Now, I'm going to show you why I hate the Kusarigama so much. So, the Kusarigama, when you can use it, is a fun weapon. Because you can grapple with it really well. You've got more ranged attacks. Like that, for instance. But I'm a close combat fighter when it comes to this game. I don't know why, because when I played it the first time through, I was less so. But now, it's like, if I try to do any kind of ranged combat and it's not with a bow, I screw myself over. This is the reason why I say it's best to go the other direction, because you can take them on one-on-one. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys that if you attack this one dude will come at you all at once. And then you gotta dip the fuck out of there because they do not hold punches. That's why everybody that you see up here is level 5, level 6, level 8, dead. Because they go for the obvious path. They don't typically come up this way. I don't use axes for the simple fact that if you even just watch the NPCs or even the PC player characters that go through this, and they're using axes, they use stamina so fast, it's unreal. All you have to do is dodge them once, maybe twice, and you've got the edge on them. Go up this way. You can sneak along the side and get all this loot and only have to take out one guy at a time. The Kodama, the child of the gods, is what they're talking about. They screw themselves over because they use all of their stamina, then you hit them once, maybe twice, and they're down. depending on their level. Oh, there's a Kodama up here. I just need to remember how to get to it. There's also a shrine over here, which is part of the reason why this area makes it so much easier. And then you can just do. He is right here. Hello, Kodama friend. The shrine's that way, dude. You're very welcome. They're so cute. Kawaii desu ne. The kawaii being cute desu ne is, don't you think? So kawaii desu ne. Don't you think they're cute? I think they're adorable. So going the other way, the first yokai that you'll encounter is a big boss. Going this way, you get the little assholes first. So you get 2 on the left, 1 on the right, and this right here, you can sometimes kind of get an idea of if these are actual player characters or if they're like that one right here is a player character. That one up there is not. The player character ones, depending on where you're at, are more difficult than the computer revenants. And look, another Kodama. Go that way, dude. Bye. Ja, mata ne. Brawler's armor. Hell yeah. Barely any difference. We don't need to worry about the versus lightning because nothing uses lightning here. Something that you'll notice, this is an 11, this is a 10. However, the 10 is actually better for the simple fact that you get life, toughness, received firearms damage, human item drop rate, and you have more humans in this part than you have yokai. The Brawler's armor, unless you're up against something that's going to use lightning against you, it's better to go with the number 10 because it is more rare and has more abilities, and they are so cute. Versus wind, Amrita earned. Whenever you see like the special effects and you have 2 different pieces of armor that are relatively the same, see how they've got the same defensive multiplier 16 and the same damage reduction, which is 4.6. But one has the Amrita earned, which is the way that you level up. The other one is versus wind. You have no use for the versus wind, which makes the foot soldier armor up here more useful. The gold Nioh armor brings your defense from 16 to 46, but look at how much weight it puts on. That's going to slow you down a shit ton. So unless you're really in a pinch for money, there's no point in using the gold Nioh armor right now. Because frankly, if you look at my gold, I've got 2086. I'm not going to be able to use any of that until I'm out of these islands. And when you get out of the island, off this part of the island, and to the blacksmith, you're gonna be so flush with shit that you're just gonna pawn off to her that gold's not an issue. Let's see, did I get a new katana? I did not. I got the stupid freaking bandit axe that I will end up just selling to the Kodama. Oh, I almost forgot. There's a reason I'm coming this way. And that is... Die, yokai, die! There's that. He gives you prayer beads, which at this point in the game are actually a useful accessory. because you get stealth for yokai, you get Kodama sense, which tells you where the Kodamas are, so that you're not having to hunt for them as hard. The lightning damage is useless, but this is why we come over here. Come down this way, you get this stuff. Do not drop from there. So there is fall damage in this game. Do not drop from that height this early in the game. You will get an automatic death. And then you'll have to go all the way back around if you didn't kick this down, because once you kick this down, go down here. I don't know why they subbed it that way, because Hashite is run, so he actually said he's trying to run off. Hurry, pull down the ladder. And it makes sense in English to do it that way. But yeah, you now have a shortcut back up there. I'm not going to worry about this, despite the fact that I can level up like 3 times right now. Which usually I can only do like 1 level at a time, because this game is just that brutal. So go up, back up this way. And I'm going to really kind of drive home the reason why I suggest, let's see, coming this direction first. So instead of going right, go left. Because even though you can take out those 2 guys relatively easily, it's not worth it. So you're going to go up this way. And you have a Kodama shrine. Then you can go either direction. The easier guys are behind you. And you can sneak attack all of them and get more Amrita so that you can level up more. But a lot of people forget about the shrine. So you're just going to level up here. Level up how you want. But early game, body, heart, stamina are going to be your 3 main things. And strength and skill depending on what kind of a weapon you're using. Skill if you're using swords, strength if you're using like axes and pole axes and the single katana. There we go. And when you make offerings, for instance, like I'm not going to use that bandit axe, Spy Kusarigama, or the foot soldier's spear, you can just do triangle, do multiples at a time. It will tell you how much Amrita you're going to earn per offering and how much Amrita you currently have. I'm not going to do that yet, because if I die and lose everything, I'm going to be so pissed. So we're going to go up this way. And up here, you're going to see one asshole try to sneak attack you and fail miserably. It's going to fall down. Just get this. And it's telling you how to switch ammo, which they go through in the tutorial. But all you got to do is do this. Go down, squish. Then you turn around, and you're just going to wait for this guy to come this way. And... oh, he noticed me. Oh well. But the archers always have really low armor. So they're pretty easy to deal with. And you get another longbow out of this, if you're going this direction. Otherwise, you're just going to keep going back and back and back and back. Now, which one's better? Unlimited ammo. So the unlimited ammo, it's not actually giving you unlimited ammo. It's that percentage likely you get an additional 2.1% that you will not use an arrow when you shoot. And then you've got Amrita earned from people. Again, there's a lot of people through this area, so that's actually better than this, which gives you an agility damage bonus and then a ranged bullseye bonus, which that ranged bullseye bonus is, it's fantastic, but when compared to this, it's nothing. Now, this is why I'm going to tell you to go this direction first. First thing you'll notice, there's an asshole over here. You want to go mid-stance to get these rocks out, because otherwise you're just going to be swinging at nothing. The Hamaya arrow, you want to use against yokai, because they're sacred arrows. Come over here, dude. Oh, and if you hit them too many times while they are down, they'll just get their stamina back. So you're going to kill him first. And you're going to go back here. You're going to be very quiet. Put your swords away and execute. There's another Kodama. If you listen carefully, you can hear him. This armor's too heavy, I can barely move. That's what I've been saying all along, my dude. But you can see from over here, there's one guy right there. There's another guy right next to him, and the third guy in the middle. Don't go through that until you've taken care of them. Because there's an Oni in there, and then you've got two over here as well. So, first thing you're going to do, you don't want to waste your arrows. Because like I said, they're a precious commodity. First thing you're going to do is come over here to Axe Guy, depending on what you've got. Throw a rock at him to get his attention. This might seem like a cowardly way to do it, but it's, if you ask me, it's just the smart way to do it. And there's a reason I haven't used my spirit. See you later. Ja matane. I'm here all night, probably. Me and my terrible jokes. So if you want to come back, feel free to. Don't be shy, I'm just gonna stab you. There you go. That's right. Use your hate. Go around this way. Shit. There we go. Fuck, 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 fuck. Hello, Mr. Kodama. And now, all that's left is him. One lonely asshole. There we go, nice and decapitated, just the way I like them. Soshuden Dual Uchikatana. Ooh, titles! Yay! Yay, prestige points that I will not do anything with yet. Let's see, that fan versus the Onmiori charm. Versus fire versus yokai realm. Ooh, luck. Fan is better for now. Foot soldier armor versus brawler's armor. Still better for now. Why? No special effects. Is it because my strength is too low? Interesting, interesting. Warlord armor. Nope. Useless to my puny little arms. Oh, that's right. That's what I was doing next. If you go this way, this is an automatic revenant that you can do. And dispel the yokai realm. Increases the amount of ki recovered. Useful. High stance only. Useless to me. This is high stance only. Also useless to me. Random slice, mid stance, low stance. Useful. Low stance. Very useful. Now, ninjutsu. You get shuriken, gallnut broth, hemlock broth, shikengan pill number 1, and a blinding shell. I am going with the shuriken, because then I can also get the gallnut broth, or kunai. But I'd rather go with the gallnut broth. Shuriken is more to kind of get people's attention in this game anyway. Deinvigorate talisman, fire talisman, going with the fire, and the water. Now, when you go to a shrine, that's when those really become useful. For now, notice how he's level 10. We're not fucking with him yet. We're gonna go back down this way. Gonna take out this samurai. And now it does a ki pulse when you dodge. Goodbye, organs. I hope you weren't attached to them. Now go down this way and this way. If you're wondering how we get this, this is how we get this. And then this way you only have to really deal with one asshole. Or 1.5. That's better. Now, which one of you is going to give me more Amrita? None of you, but I've got the healer's blessing. Yes, I am sure. Domo arigatou gozaimasu. Now, I can do 1, maybe 2 level ups. Amrita, 1 level up, because it's 2,000 that I need now. Now I want dexterity. Ready jutsu. I want shuriken and a fire talisman. And set a shortcut. Put that here. And that there. Now you want to use your shuriken before you use your rocks. Because you will run out of rocks. You really won't run out of shuriken if you do this right. I am not fucking with that. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Not this early in game am I fucking with somebody that much higher level than I am. Nope, nope, nope. I do not have a death wish. I'd like to keep all my bones intact. Whew. A Jingasa. Sweet. Wait, just a second. Did I miss something going this way? I did! Thank you, Boda. Always get the shinies. Sometimes they will give you insight into your area. Sometimes it's just some interesting stuff. Let's go back up this way. Now, if you're very quiet, he won't notice you and you can just squish. Going this way, though, you're just gonna want to take this guy on head on. Come on. There we go. The only kind of a bandit is a good dead bandit. I didn't say that right, but you get my point. Not a useful thing. Now. Oh, that's just rude. Rude. Come over here. This way. No, I wanted you to come further. Ooh, a better longbow. Nothing better than a better longbow for my longbow needs. There we go. Unlimited ammo, 2.9, yokai item drop rate, and ranged bullseye bonus. It's still better just because of the attack, but if that yokai drop rate or anything like that was human for this area, well, at this point maybe not, because I am about to go to an area that is teeming with yokai. Whee! And here's the reason. You'll see in just a second the reason why I am telling you to get rid of these guys before you go in the hut. Ow. Also, before you go in the hut, make sure you have all your health. Because in the hut, you're gonna meet your first yokai. He is an Oni, meaning ogre. Unfortunately, he is not green and he doesn't live in a swamp, and he is very much not green. Yokai are very sad spirits. Think of them in terms, if you've ever watched Bleach, I am a big enough nerd to say yes, I have watched it multiple times, but I have never really finished it. Shit. Okay, one at a time, please. You'll each have your day. God damn it. Most of the time, they are polite enough to let you skewer their friend before trying to cut you down. This is not always the case. That is why I did not take that the way that I should have. And I totally should have stopped and said a prayer at that shrine. I did not. So we come all the way back here. On the bright side, I do not have to do anything with my lovely little friend. He will just store all that wonderful Amrita and energy for me. Now that stuff's going to storage. I'm not going to worry so much about arrows. This way it'll just bring me back here if I die again. Which I don't intend to. But still. Now, stay back so that he doesn't see you. Because he's one of, like, very, very few who actually look up. Oh, shit. There's stuff back here. I almost forgot about this. Rifle ammunition that I will not be able to use for a minute. Hello, friend. Enjoy that. Come back over here. Spear guys don't have a lot of armor, so just one shot will usually do them. Now that loot, it's not going anywhere, so just go to this guy and squish. Yeah, he's not very happy with me. Now him, just get his attention, because an arrow's not going to do much but knock his helmet off. Come here. Come here, dude. I want to be your friend. That's right. I lied. Stabby, stabby. That's right. Use all your energy. So I can just slice you to pieces. So long, farewell. Shamatone. Sayonara. I think sayonara is actually more appropriate in this context, to be honest. Because you don't want to see him again. That was pretty fast, dude. Oh, that's because you were mid-stance. I thought you were in high stance. Cut some jerks into pieces. And I have no remorse. There's a very good reason. See that door? That door leads out here. That door leads inside. You have to kick down that door in order to get out there, but if they're there... Oh, dude. I can't believe you tried to do this at level 1. Oh, poor Dan Wolf Warrior. I feel sorry for you. I almost feel sorry for you, actually. But... I don't. I really, really don't. I'm still gonna open this. Just to let some fresh air in. Stay close to the yokai when you hit your buttons, because it damages them. They also don't give you a lot of emerita. And since you can't join a faction, the glory isn't really helpful yet. Q2 residents. Go over here. There's a shiny. Horokudama. It's an explosive. Now, before you do what I'm about to do, you want to go this way. And before you take on this next yokai, because, well, not yokai, but the next Oni, because it's very close, you, first of all, you want to save here. And I've got 25, maybe 2 level ups, so we're gonna do heart for the everything. And stamina to kind of help with the equipment rate, and it will help bring up my life as well somewhere. And I need 2700 for my next level up, so we're gonna do it this way. Fantastic. Now let's make sure that my... Notice how much shit I've got? Yeah, we're gonna go over here. And then we're gonna do this. More skills. Dual sword skills, to be precise. And we're gonna stick to mid and low stance. Rushes forward while swinging 2 swords. Useful. Melee mastery. Can't do anything with that yet. Everything else requires 3. And cleared missions, which we can't do yet. Heavenly Flow is very useful. Can't do anything with it yet. So, and then we've got ninjutsu, which I'm not too worried about. See that Kodama over there? We're gonna go get him and tell him where the shrine is, because he's lost. Hello, friend. Shrine's that way. Bye-bye. It was nice to meet you. Go this way first. We're going to collect this, and you want to try to avoid letting the yokai know that you're there because they will attack. They will find a way to your happy ass. And notice how the attack goes down, but you get ranged bullseye and Rita earned from yokai. Yokai item drop rate and lower enemy speed. Ranged attack. Useful, but also not useful. It really depends on your play style. Unlimited ammo I tend to find more useful. If it also increased... Oh, it does. But it really does bring down how much damage you do. From 86 to 66. That's a whole 20 points. It can make it so a headshot is not an automatic kill. So we're going to leave that as is for now, but we're going to switch to purple to the secondary ranged weapon. 10 to 12 stays at 45. We're going to do that. Stays at 45. Fantastic. I don't know why I keep doing that because it's not much better. 3. Nothing. 9. Medicine case. Oh, I love me a good medicine case for that. And limited elixir business. But, let's see. Fan, luck, yokai equipment drop rate. Yeah, medicine case. I almost always have a medicine case equipped for a very specific reason. Let's see, we've got the Horokudama, so we're going to put that there. Don't really need an antidote unless you're unlucky enough to be getting yourself poisoned a lot. And then you've also got the Kayakudama, which is not as heavy, but they're also not as rare. Spirit stones, which we will use later when necessary. Carrying all the elixirs we need. More spirit stones. Shuriken and fire and salt. So, now that we've established that much, we're going to sit right here for a second. Because he's going to go over here. So we're actually going to... Yeah. Ow. Goodbye. Now, we want to be very careful to avoid that gross shit. Because that gross shit is a ninja yokai and those assholes are fast and furious. So just what we're gonna do is sneak up behind him. Do this. Lure him over here, because if you get too close, it will activate and the yokai will appear, and then you'll be fucked. Now, we want to have our spirit all the way up before we face these yokai. They're really not that bad when you've gotten to a certain level, but I am very under-leveled for where we are right now, so I'm just gonna play it safe. So be very quiet when you sneak past this guy, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna climb this ladder. Up the ladder, we're gonna find him, a bowman. It's really difficult to fight that yokai while he's shooting at you, and he is also coming at you because he started shooting. So what you're going to do is you're going to sneak behind him. And you're going to squish him. And you're completely unnoticed. Go back over here. And you squish this guy. The sacred water is super useful for the first actual boss fight you do. And it has to do with the amount of negative energy that he just spits everywhere. You don't really need to worry too much about the water. The whole point to the water is so that you can walk through fire. You don't do a lot of firewalking in this area. But it does make it so you can kind of cheat and go through there, which... shit. This is what I'm talking about, dude. Like, he is fast and aggressive, and they just get even bigger of assholes when you get further in. Shit, shit, shit. God damn it. Oh well. Go back this way. If you can get to your guardian spirit without triggering that, it's suggested that you do so before killing a bunch of shit. Because without your guardian spirit there to collect the Emerita, it's pretty useless for you to be running around like this. Here we go. Back over to this dude. Squish squash. Back around this way. Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to do that. Now, I've got another level up, but I'm not going to use that yet. Instead, I'm going to climb up here. I'm going to squish this guy. I'm going to activate this, and then for some reason, Mr. Ninja here can still fight without any energy, which is totally, completely unfair. But that's also why we lit him on fire. See that bucket there? You knock that bucket over, you can just get through that fire without any issue. What we're gonna do though, is we're gonna go back this way. We're gonna pray at our little Kodama site. We're gonna double check the Kodama blessings. We do not have the Oracle blessing, but we do have 2 of the Hunter blessings, which drops our materials by 10%, which is not useful if you're not using the materials. So, we're just gonna level ourselves up. But before we do so, items. We are going to go to our shortcut items. We're going to use all 4 spirit stones. All 6 small spirit stones. We're going to close this. Then we're going to make some offerings of useless junk. So, the best way to do this is if you're going to use it, lock it. And if it's useful for other reasons, block it. I will not use this. I may use that. This is low. That's low. If it is going to give you a higher attack, keep it. If it's going to give you a lower attack, discard it at this point, because you have no use for anything you are not actively using at this point. And no, you cannot get rid of the gold Nioh armor, the first ones. You can get rid of anything that you smith that is gold Nioh armor, but the stuff that you get from the boon, you can't get rid of. I've tried so many times. There is no way to get rid of it. And it also automatically locks anything that you currently have equipped. That way, you don't accidentally get rid of anything that you're using. And when you offer things to the Kodama, they not only give you Amrita, but they also give you elixirs, which is a useful thing. Now, we're going to level up. Spirit, skill. Actually, instead of skill, we're going to go with strength. Maybe stamina. Yeah, stamina. Because I got stamina. Now, we're just going to effectively ignore the yokai. Unless you're trying to level up, there's really no point in getting rid of those yokai right here. Gonna go down here. Squish this dude. And go around this way. And not do that. Actually hit the right button and climb up the ladder. Come here. There we go. Now, climb up the ladder. Squish Mr. Archer. In one swing if you can, two if you can't. Or more if you need to. See this hole? This hole is annoying. Jump on it and run. Or fall through. That's fine. Totally okay. I don't mind whatsoever getting stuck in a hole with an asshole. You hear that grunting? Yeah, that's a yokai. He's over here. But before you do that, go back through here. And take out this yokai that I forgot was there. You can usually sneak attack him if you pay attention. And just kinda squish him. Now, come up here and just squish him. There we go. Open this. Go through here. And if you're very quiet, you can sneak up on him. Let's do this. There we go. Oh, I've got the ninja scroll. Ninja, ninja, ninja. Should be able to find the sneaky one. The sneaky scroll. Hemlock. Shingon. Blinding. Kayakudama. Tiger running scroll. Sneak attack, which I have to clear a mission first. Fuck. Oh well. The Kayakudama is actually a very useful one as well. So we'll just get that. Climb up a ladder. Drop down here. This is where water comes in handy. You see him? Isn't he cute? Now, if you're lucky, it'll give you a headshot right off the bat. You're not usually lucky. And if it doesn't give you a headshot right off the bat, don't take the shot. Because you can't aim faster than he can shoot at you. Because the AI can shoot fast. Now, there's a chest in here. And an asshole with armor and an axe. Axes are slow. Let him do his thing, because he has a one-track mind. And that's try to squish you with his big blade. It doesn't work very well, because it's so flip-flop and slow. And he uses all of his stamina, and then you can just stab him. And you're not going to hit those accidentally for a while. And you'll see what I mean by a while when we get to it. Now, you hear them that way. We're going this way. Hello, yokai. Notice how little damage I'm doing to him. That's why we have him. Knock him down. Cut him up. And we're done. It's better to get rid of those guys fast because they will kick your ass this low level. Mr. Kodama is right here. Hello, Mr. Kodama. I think we have 2 left, but I could be mistaken. We're going to go back up here. Drop down. Go around. Get this. And there's your first match lock. You're welcome. Now, if you really have a death wish, you can do that yokai. If you don't, you're gonna kick this down. And realize that all of that Amrita is probably going to be forfeit. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna try and leave this freaking place. And realize that you've been playing for 2 hours and you're almost through this entire area. And you are severely underleveled for the boss. So you're gonna go this way. And forget that these guys are still alive. I'm gonna take a break at the shrine. And you're gonna level up. Because right now we are level 10. If you look all the way at the bottom above the Amrita that you have and Amrita needed for next level, it'll actually tell you that what level you are. I'm level 10. Most people don't get this far until they're level 15. And the first boss, I wasn't able to actually beat until I was like level 20, 25. He's kind of a jackass. So we're gonna do body. And I'm gonna take a break for like 2 minutes and come back to this. And kind of leave you on the screen so you can look at my wonderful stats. And those who have played through this can just kind of be astonished at how underleveled I am at this point in the game because I have been plowing through it. I love it when you get up to do one small thing and then get roped into doing everything. I love living with people. Lazy, selfish people. Now that that's over and done with, oh, it's so cold. Freezing. Freezing cold. This is the real trick. From here, shoot this guy. He's just gonna drop down and come up here. And then you just play squish the asshole. And it's that easy. Since you've got to go back over this way, you also just there we go. Before we go up against him, though, let's just squish this guy. A Kayakudama. Yay! I don't know why I went all the way around this way. There was no point because I dropped that ladder down. Oh well. It's not that much slower. Humans come to me. Okay, so there's your bucket over there. Gonna go through here, and there's a yokai right there. We're not going through there yet. We're going this way. There are two yokai in here. One on the right that will come at you as soon as he sees you. And so you want to pop in there and get out. Then you've got this asshole who can't see. Yokai. Who will just come at you for no reason other than to be a douchebag. Now, if you're very slow and very quiet, he won't wake up. But usually he does. So you're just gonna kill him as fast as you can. Open this chest here. And equip whatever's the best for you. It is this one. Yokai, close combat damage, parry, strong attack, key damage. I can't do anything for parry yet. But it does bring my attack up to 107 versus 107. So it's really not that much of a difference, except for that yokai close combat damage. Because of the big bad boss here, that makes this one more useful. Now, if you're needing items, that's when you're really going to use these other guys. If you're not needing items, you're not going to do that. And there's our second to last yokai. Not yokai, our second to last kodama. Now, we're going to go in here. We're going to just do that. And get this. Back here, we have our bucket. Okay, so that Kodama that you can hear is right there. You can't get to him yet. So you're just gonna push this down. That way if you die, you're not having to go the long way. You can just go through there. But there are also buckets. Well, okay, maybe not. I thought those were full of water. They are not full of water. The yokai water pots I have found to be useless. So I just kind of get rid of them. I sell them when I can sell things. Let's go back up here. Go this way. Go that way. Because I forgot about where that hole was. Oh well. It's a good habit to have. Hello, friendly watcher. Welcome to my stupid channel. I wonder if he was talking to the Kodama. Oh, there's a an enemy back here with some stuff, so just squish him. When you are in low stance and blocking, you do not regain stamina, but when you are in mid stance and blocking, you do. High stance and blocking, though, I don't think you do. Oh, you do. Just low stance and blocking does not. Welcome to the party, Lando. That you can't do yet. Let's go around this way. This is the easiest way to deal with these assholes. Take him out first, because it's kind of hard to fight when you're also being shot at. Then take out this asshole. It's okay to forget about him sometimes, but it's easier just to deal with him up front because he's a headshot. And then this guy. Arrows are a precious commodity in this area up until you get to these guys, because that dude up top gives you arrows almost every time that you shoot him. Push him into the fire. And then just very carefully don't get that stuff, because you'll get caught on fire if you aren't lucky. Now, you could just go all the way through here, but we're not going to do that, because then we'd miss our cute little Kodama friend, and he is the second to last Kodama in this area. Now, axe guys, easy. Let them come in, dodge, smack them around, and stab them. They're super, super slow. That's the easiest way to take care of them. Now we're just gonna climb. And pick up all the stuff that he's left. This one is here regardless of if you are playing online or not. We're just gonna knock this down. Come down here. And here's your Kodama. Hi, buddy. Shrine's that way. Have a safe journey. Yeah. Ja mato ne. Alright, up we go. The Summoner's Candles are very, very useful later in game. Don't use them in this part of the game, otherwise you're just gonna be screwed. The Summoner's Candles make it so that if you die, you can easily get back to Amrita you lost. At this point in the game, if you're losing that much Amrita quickly, you need to slow your roll and make sure that when you are getting those level ups, you're actually using them. God damn it, I forgot about that hole there. Brrr. But yeah, if you're dying enough that the Summoner's Candles actually become necessary this early in the game, then you've got to slow your roll. Quite a bit. So if you don't, you're just going to screw yourself over. I'm just showing you that this is another way to get this bucket. It's not the easiest way. This is the easiest way, but it's the easiest way to get that bucket. There's our other Kodama. And god damn it, I shouldn't have gone down there. Oh well. It's not like it's hard to get around. Just gotta go back through this house. God damn it. Come on, controller. Cooperate. Please tell me you're not dying. Let's see. Battery. Shit. It is dying. Okay. So I'm gonna do a smooth transition over to another controller, and y'all aren't gonna be able to hear me for about 5 seconds. I know, it's so terrible. There we go. One in. There we go.
ついにお迎えがわしを浄土にお導きくださるのですな。帰り道がわからんと。
Do 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 do. Okay, so give me the sword. No, spirit stone. Do you have the sword? Yes, you do. The Hakari sword. Oh, Harakiri. Wait a second. Is this the seppuku sword? Harakiri? Or is this the water sword? Nope, there it is. You lose all Amrita, return to the nearest shrine. I have no idea why anyone would use the Harakiri sword. It doesn't make sense to me. 'Cause, like, but then again, it doesn't make sense to me for the simple fact that you lose everything to return to a shrine. Like, it's not a useful item. At least not to me, anyway. It's the Harakiri sword, Squire's Jumonji? Yeah, Jumonji spear. And then this is here regardless of whether or not you're online. So we're just gonna fight him. Nope. I say no, sir. Not fair. You don't get to heal. I get to heal. But this is a good demonstration as to why you want to try to keep your armor light. Because his stamina when he is moving is going down so quickly. There we go. Obtained 14 glory. Useless right now. Titles. We're gonna use the prestige. So, useful. Emerita earned. Increase that. Yes. Increase life. Yes. If I had one more, I'd also do the yokai close combat damage. This does not help very much. This, maybe. And then we want to use elixir effect on life recovery. Essentially, when you elixirs are more effective. Now, we want to take out none of these guys. Instead, what we're going to do is this dude right here, get his attention. You want to use things that replenish. Your rocks don't replenish on their own. Now, Axe Guy is slow. Let Axe Guy get in close. And let him swing at you. He's easy to take out. And then, for some reason, he's like, did I hit him? God damn it, I was... At least it's an easy area to get to. Do 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 do. Now, realizing how superbly underleveled I am, I'm just gonna go through and kill shit for a second. And show you the most effective way to do so. Slide to the right. Slide to the left. Be a kabuto. Scramble up the ladder. Slowly, so he doesn't hear you, and just... Oh, you saw me as you die. Get over here. Come on. Stop rolling. You're not a pill bug, even though you might look like one. So when I say to scramble up like a kabuto, you'll notice that it's also the name of a helmet in game, because it's a name of a helmet in real life. They're called kabuto helmets. They're beetle helmets essentially, and they're called such because they look like a black beetle. Ha ha, you can't shoot me. Come on, Axeman. That's right. Waste your energy. Ow. Not cool, bro. That is a supreme example of why you should be leveling up, because if I hadn't been leveling up, that would have KO'd me. Right then and there, and I would have lost all that Amrita. That lovely, lovely Amrita. Down we go. Fire, do 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 do. Dude, don't look to see if you hit me. Pay attention. See what happens when you don't pay attention? You die. Now we're just gonna take the easy way and try not to touch that fire, because fire hurt. Fire bad. One. Two. I guess I didn't headshot him, but that's okay, because he's stupid. Good job, dude. Spear guy, you slow. And 3. And they can't track you very well, so as soon as you're out of sight, they kind of lose interest. So you're just gonna climb up here. Rule of thumb, in reality, if you're trying to... Okay, so maybe I shouldn't give you this advice, but... What are you doing, dude? You're a dumbass. Most people don't look up. The truth is the same in video games. Oftentimes, your bad guys aren't going to look up. They're not programmed to, so if you're above their field of vision, they don't notice you. So, but it's so far down that if you jump, you will receive fall damage. So we're just going to go down this way. And over here. Oh, nope. You are not gonna cut me down, dude. I have a level up to get, and if you cut me down, I lose it. I lose that level. Goodbye. Sayonara. Well, sayonara. You have to pronounce the oo. There's a reason for that, too. Goodbye. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, I'm surprised considering how violent the game is, but if you enjoy it, man, you do you. Nioh's probably one of my favorite games. Hello, little puppy dog. Alright, dude. Pretty far in, to be honest. How much I really He's a pain. He's a major pain to deal with that. I'm only like level 11, 12 at this point, I think. And when I've beaten him the last time, I was like level 20, 25, something like that. So I'm severely underleveled. So I'm gonna be burned pretty badly by this. So I'm gonna be using all my Amrita first. But before we do anything that drastic, there we go. Goodbye.
These barbarians, they're turning into monsters.
I think I've gotten to, let's see. Past the second ship. I think I've passed Tokyo. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure I'm past Tokyo. Yeah, I am. Let's see. I beat the ninja girl. I think that's where I stopped, actually. Let's see here. 29, I've got 9,000, so let's do spirit. Skill. Heart and... Hey, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of help, man. There really isn't. I'm going to get just enough Amrita for the next level. Oh, it might help if I actually use the right Kodama. I stopped at level 108, something like that. Oh, I remember where I was. The giant skeleton dude. Yeah, I can't remember the actual name of the yokai, but it was the giant skeleton yokai. I had actually gotten to the boss fight there and decided, you know what, I think I'm gonna start over and do this a little bit differently. Because I had started the game in a manner that made it more difficult than any. Yeah, Gasha Dokuro. Alright, I'm gonna get to the next level up and then I gotta put a dog outside. And then I should be back relatively quickly within like maybe 5 minutes. It shouldn't be long.
Or you can tell them good night, because I don't think Mom was...
Let's go this way. There we go. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not, but I appreciate the compliment. Let's see here. Dead. Dead is best. Dead yokai. I can't hit him from this angle. So I'm just gonna have to take this asshole out first. Come here, dude. There we go. Now, just for funsies. Yeah, maybe later. I'm not going to be able to stream too much longer. I'm probably going to get to the point where I fight the boss battle, but not beat it. Yeah, this is a great area for you to suggest that we do a drop and attack. Thank you, Nioh. You're a wonderful tutorial artist. One dead. Come on, line up, thank you. Two dead. Aw, Axeman. You're so overzealous for being so over-encumbered. Anryoki at my level is going to be nigh impossible, but I appreciate the sentiment. But I'm gonna try him at least once before I vanish. For the night. Goodbye. There we go. We're gonna do the level up because I have come to the conclusion that 200 Amrita is not enough to worry about wasting. Let's see, heart or body? Heart? Yeah. Now we're just gonna do this. Do 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 do.
It was supposed to be an easy job.
For easy money. Ground. Here we go. And we have a slave ship, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody that's both and in between, nothing at all. Both and neither. Anryoki. One of the easiest, yet most... Oh, I've beaten him multiple times. This is just the most difficult that he is in this entire game. He's honestly the... As far as, like, I'm concerned, he is the easiest boss to fight. He's just seriously a pain in the beginning. Nope. Crap. There we go. You're not dodging fast enough. Come on. That was my fault. Now, the reason I say I am severely under-leveled for this, I'm just gonna call back my spirit, because I've lost all hope in humanity here. There we go. Is because I am level 15. Which is the lowest recommended level to try to fight him at. When I beat him the first time, I was level 25. That being said, though, it is 11 o'clock p.m. where I am, and I need to call it a night. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, probably. Depending on how I do, I might take you up on that offer. But I will see you guys tomorrow. おやすみなさい。じゃあまたね。